Welcome to Bot Battles. So this is a new series where we are going to play through the chess.com bots, or some of them. We're going to start from the lower rated ones and go up. And as we do this, the aim is to try and point out common mistakes that people make around those rating levels, and then also try and have some fun along the way. So we'll start here with CodeMiko. The bot is rated 600, so the game has started. We'll start with 1e4. I don't know that much about Miko. I think she's like okay. She's like a virtual streamer or something like that on Twitch. So yeah, first move knight h6. So you shouldn't play like this. So in the openings, the principles are to develop your pieces all right, which this does. But you also want to develop them towards the center. The center is, the most important part of the board in most games. So you want to take your fair portion of the center and then you castle and you keep your king safe. So this goes against that principle of developing towards the center, and the knight immediately becomes, first off, it's not all that active because on the side of the board it controls half the squares that it should, right? Here it can only control 4 squares, whereas in the center of the board control up to 8 squares. Quickly draw those arrows. Like you can imagine a knight here on this square e6 will control all these 8 squares. So it's already doing half of what it should be doing. And also it's a target. I'm already thinking of playing d4 and then just stepping off that knight, giving him the board pawns, and then a whole lot of weaknesses. He goes g6, which actually isn't a horrible move. Now if I can take back with the bishop. I'll just continue development. e6. So in general, when you want to flank two bishops, another general principle is I don't want to also push the pawn that is, I don't know, 2 squares away from the pawn you've already pushed. So basically what that does is it creates a weak color complex, right? This move, g6, already weakens these dark squares. But I have a dark square bishop that's hoping to fit in on g7 and cover all those squares. So what you should avoid doing is creating more dark square weaknesses, which is exactly what you do here, right? These squares could also easily become weak. But bishop is already committed to going here to g7. So you could easily get some dark square weaknesses that are very difficult to deal with. So in general, when you push a pawn like this, you don't want to push the pawn that is two files next to it. So I'll just continue development. Here, I probably won't be all that much to analyze. At this level, it's really all about the tactics. Pretty much every game is determined by tactics. At the 600 level, there's not a single game that where some tactical points won't be relevant. And so you just really need to train your tactical ability. I'll play bishop g5, queen c7. She's actually playing not too badly. She hasn't blundered anything, I think. She's played some bad moves, but she hasn't blundered any outright material just yet. I'll just play h3, hit the knight. The knight goes back. Okay, I'll play queen d2, see whether she can, yeah, she can spot threats like that. So the piece is just hanging on h6, I'll just take it. Bishop g, put up my bishop somewhere. Let me just take the pawn on b5, I guess it doesn't even take back. Yeah, so it's all about not hanging material. Around this level, really all you need to be doing is solving tactical puzzles every day. The recommendation is like 10 to 20 puzzles. You take your time with them. You don't move until you've seen the whole solution. Oh, there's a bishop just hanging over here. And then that will build your tactical ability. And more important, it will build your innate tactical ability. So when you sit and calculate, there are things that you can find that you don't find when you just need to like make a move or spot immediately. And what you really want to build is that ability to see these things immediately. And that comes with time, but it also comes with a lot of practice. I found very useful this they call the woodpecker method. It's one that I've been using myself. It's very useful for doing exactly that. The queen was hanging, wasn't it? So I'll go here. Yeah, so she's going to lose all her material basically. And then she's going to lose the game. But only then. How to finish this off? Let's take on a7. Oh, I had bishop. Where is my mate? Okay, No, that's not mate. Stick with the rook. Oh, I took my queen. Okay. At least that makes it a bit more interesting. I totally did it for the content. Is this a mate in X? So check. Yeah, I think it's a mate in 3. So rook c7 check. Discover check by my bishop, right? So rook c7. The king has only one move to go here to e8. Then knight f6 is check, and the king can come back actually, I guess. So it's not maybe not mate in X, but yeah, it's mate. Either mate or I win all his material. I mean, hey, sorry, Miko. Yeah, she did actually, and I guess that's what bishop engines are good at, right? When it comes to not losing immediately. So I'll take a pawn. I'm still hitting the rook, and I still have a discovered check. I'll take. Where is my mate? I just don't see it. Okay, we'll keep checking. Oh, I have another rook. Okay, then that makes it simple. So yeah, at this level, basically, don't drop material. Don't drop material for nothing, and do your tactics and try and improve. I mean, that will be the moral of the story for the first few bots, because up until like 1500 plus level, you really don't need to worry yourself with much apart from just improving your tactical ability. Okay, so we'll move on to the next one. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't, leave a comment, drop a like. Happy chessing, and I'll see you later.